Okay. Do we have anybody here? I'm trying out the new splash screen. While I sort of ramp everything up. I'm a little slow getting started, I know, but that's because I'm trying out a few new things with my casting software. I also see that Twitch still doesn't consider The Adventures of Duanmu to be a supported game, so right now it just says I'm not playing anything. But maybe we'll deal with that kind of discrimination later. Alright, so now let's take down the splash screen. Alright, you should be able to see me and hear me clearly, ideally. And let's just get back into the mix. So we're going to press, no, we're not actually going to press continue. We're going to start the second case anew. Because last time, you know, I was running it without actually having prepared the content, so I made a lot of mistakes with the language. Now I've been through it, now I know what I'm doing, now this should run a little bit smoother. So we are on the case of falling off the building and dying. That's what this one here means. So let's begin it. Here's some poetic stuff about the pitter-patter of rain. Suddenly interrupted by this nightmare of strangulation. It's not a happy evening. Yep, there you go. There's your strangulation. I think I've shared the cinematic like 3 times now, but this will be the last time. Here we go. The case of falling off the building and dying. Okay, I'm gonna go through this part pretty quickly because it's not very eventful, and I did half-ass my way through it during the last stream. So the point is that Duanmu is waking up. He fell asleep in the middle of class. Doesn't quite know why. He blames maybe too high of heating. It doesn't matter. He fell asleep, woke up.
王导刚刚指的大概是前些日子里商院跳楼自杀的那个女生吧。
And he found that there's a professor giving a presentation on campus safety, and then this girl here is talking about a girl who jumped off a building and killed herself over in the commercial law campus, commerce, business law. So he's talking about, oh, somebody jumped off a building? What's going on?
哦，我也听说了，但也有传言说她是被人从宿舍楼上推下去的。
But rumor has it that this girl was actually pushed off the top of the building.
你的意思是谋杀？
And what you mean to say is murder?
哎，嘘，你声音太大了。
Shh, don't say it so loud. Okay, yeah, so they're talking.
你
要维持那副愚蠢的姿势到什么时候？
So why are you holding that weird pose? How long are you going to hold that weird pose? Asked Ling Xiao, because Fei was kind of like turning himself around to try and get a better listen at the girls talking behind him. Yeah, so that's Ling Xiao. She's great. We all know Ling Xiao.
Hey, Goth Girl, 别那么拘谨好吗？
Hey, Goth Girl, don't be so difficult like that.
我能冒昧的向你打听一件事吗？所谓的前些日子里的跳楼事件是指
So I want to ask you a question, venture a question here. What's this I've been hearing about somebody jumping off a building?
哦，我想起来了，你黄金周回老家了对吧？
Oh, right, I remember. You went home for Golden Week, right? Last time I told you guys about Golden Week. Golden Week is that holiday around the Chinese National Day in October, so it's pretty close to when the new school year starts, but it's the whole week that you get off from school.
是的，我真高兴你能想起来。
Yeah, you're right. I'm happy you remembered.
你倒挺好事的。
Yeah, so good for you.
上个月中旬的事件你还记得吧？那可是经由我大展身手，在刑警找到真相之前就被我解决的哟。
So he's talking about this case that he helped the criminal police solve last time. That was the case of the gas station ghost car.
真好意思说。据我所知，你的情报也都是从柳金那里听到的吧？
As far as
那么
I
麻烦
know,
人家，真的好吗？
it was all Liu Jing's intelligence that helped you crack that case, wasn't it?
他的事情你不用担心啊。为了感谢他，事后我请他吃了3顿火锅咖啡来着。
Don't worry about Liu Jing. To thank her for her help, I treated her to 3 coffee hot pot meals. Yeah, that sounds disgusting. I still don't know why anyone would want to have hot pot cooked in coffee. Terrible. And then he says actually it was Ling Xiao's sister who gave him the intelligence to actually solve that case, but he doesn't want her to know it because they don't have a good relationship.
所以说咖啡火锅到底是什么鬼了？
She's like, what the hell is coffee hot pot? Yeah, coffee hot pot is terrible.
而且柳金也不像是喜欢去餐厅吃饭的样子。
And doesn't Liu Jing just prefer to like eat in the campus cafeteria because she's like got autism or something? She's really not cool with being out in crowds and talking to people.
也就是说，难道你嫉妒了？希望我下次邀你出来吃饭，对吗？
So are you jealous here? How about next time I treat you?
我还没到把自己的饮食品味降低到庶民水平的地步。
And she says, my tastes are not as lowly as, that kind of person. Because, yeah, really, seriously, coffee hot pot? Have you guys ever had hot pot? Can you imagine having it with coffee instead? But, yeah. Okay, let's just try and breeze through all this a little bit faster. Get to oh, yes, so this is the timed interrogation session. Now, the trick to this is just to ask her all 3 happy questions. So we ask her a happy question about
巧克
food.
力、蛋糕、冰淇淋、蛋挞。
He just lists a number of sweet things.
说这些干什么？
会议结束以后一起去哪里吃甜食吧？我请客。
How about after this class is over, I take you to eat something sweet?
抱歉，我不喜欢吃甜食。不过比起咖啡火锅，还是甜食好一点。
I'm sorry, I don't like sweet stuff, but that would be
那
better
你喜
than
欢吃的食物
coffee
是
hot pot. So what do you like to eat?
一定要知道吗？
What do you
平
eat?
桥豆腐、虾子葡菜、松仁玉米之类的吧。
Some tofu, some shrimp dishes, some, yeah, garbage. Who cares? Let's move on and get back to the
今
weather.
天天气不错。
How's the weather today? Pretty good, huh?
你是真的没有话题说了吗？
You really have nothing to talk about, do you?
No no no， 在聊天之前先谈论一下天气，这是仪式，明白吗？
It's a cultural tradition. You talk about the weather before you get into serious stuff, right?
这是哪个国家的仪式啊？
What country's tradition is that?
大不列颠及北爱尔兰联合王国的。
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay, who cares? Let's talk about cats.
学校北门附近的野猫，
So there's a cat that lives near the northern gate of the campus.
我不喜欢猫。
I don't like cats.
啊，是吗？
Oh, really? Okay.
那么薛定谔的猫呢？
那个猫的话就另当别论了。
Okay.
说起来，最近我在思考一个事情：
什么事情？
某个推理动画的主角不是常说真相只有一个吗？
Particular cat.
然而真的是这样吗？所有的证据和所以真相只有一个这句话，
明白了。
Okay. Now let's talk
我说
about
你是有什么不开心的事情吗？不知我可否有这个荣幸帮你分担？
let's talk about any
免了。
unhappy stuff. Oh, I can't talk about the unhappy stuff yet.
致
Okay,
意
let's
新
talk
出
about
的
this
那本
novel.
短篇《妄想症患者的咨询信》，听说过吗？
哦，
嗯，
Let's just
这次
breeze
的故
through
事
this
人
novel because I'm really
我
running
还
out
是
of
比较
coffee
真不
time.
可思议啊！
Okay, talking about all sorts of the nature of truth. Let's
干
get to
嘛
this one.
一直盯着我看。
Okay, she's like, "What's up?
今
You're
天你
you're
很
always
奇怪。
staring
那
at
是
me.
因
That's
为你
really
那美
weird.
丽的脸庞，我看多久都不回你。
Maybe because you have such a beautiful face, I could stare at it and never get sick of it."
挺诚实的嘛。
那么你能告诉我你心情不好的原因了吗？
So tell me what's
黄
making
金
you
周期
upset.
间，我家里出了件事。
So
哦，
something
是吗？
happened to her
抱
family
歉，
during the Golden Week break.
你道什么歉？不过事情已经圆满解决了，其实就是我父亲承包的施工项目发生建材被盗的事情而已。2名嫌疑人已经……
我当什么事情呢？
So her father's
这个报道我
construction
在新闻
company
上
ran
看
into
见过
some trouble and
不
two
过
of
我
their
觉得
employees
事
were
情应该还
arrested.
没完，尽管警方已经结案了，但是我认为这个盗窃团伙人数应该不止2个人才
So
对。
that was a trick. I just had to talk about all the happy stuff first, then ask her about the nasty stuff, and I successfully completed the thing by finding out the piece of information that I was supposed to find out, which is that her family's construction company came under suspicion from the government and 2 people were arrested.
你一定要知道的话，我倒是可以给你讲讲那件诡异的跳楼事件。
She says, if you really need to know about it, I will tell you about some of the supernatural stuff that went on with this incident of jumping off the roof.
觉得害怕的话，可不要怪我哦。
If you think it's too scary, don't blame me.
哦，诡异，这个世界上不存在会吓到我的东西。
What's the supernatural? This kind of stuff doesn't exist, and so it doesn't scare
确
me.
实就像你刚刚听说的那样，黄金周里学校里发生了跳楼事件。
So it's like you said,
事发地位于中央广场通往东部区域上坡的东区图书馆。
during the Golden Week, a student jumped off the roof of the building, and it was the, yeah, this is the part that I hate. So she's telling the exact location of the building. It's in the central plaza of the Eastern Campus's East Section Library. So let's just call it the East Section Library.
东区图书馆，我记得没错的话，那栋大楼应该还在施工当中吧？
So if I remember correctly, the East Library is undergoing some kind of construction, right?
是啊，似乎到目前为止都没有对外开放。
Yeah, that's right. It's still under construction. It's not open yet. So why would someone choose to jump off a building that's under construction?
死者是商院国贸专业的一名叫做孔晴的大二女生，应该是叫这个名字吧。
The person who died was a Shangyuan Guomao. Should be like a national trade, trade major. Who cares? And her name was Kong Qing. She is a second-year student.
上午6点左右，有2名受雇于学校的保洁员工目击到她从图书馆楼顶纵身跃下。
So it's about 6 in the morning. 2 cleaners who work for the school saw her body falling off of the roof of the library.
那只能算是坠楼吧？为什么被认为是自杀呢？哦，对了，刚刚我听到的谣言也说那名死者是被人推下去的，不是吗？
So that means that she died from falling off the roof. But why does anyone think it's suicide? In fact, I heard a rumor that she was pushed off the roof.
愚蠢！假如她是被人推下来的，肯定楼顶还有第2个人存在。当时楼底已经有2名环卫工人守着了。犯人要是逃离那栋施工中的大楼的话，就会被门口的那2人看到。
So this is really stupid. If she was pushed off the roof, then of course that means that there would have been a second person who was on top of the roof, right? And these cleaning people who saw the body falling would have definitely seen the second person, right? The suspect, the perpetrator, would have been seen when coming out of the building that's under construction.
这样的话，
So if that's true,
那名凶手现在还在大楼里，这样不就说得通了吗？推理小说里不是常有这样的设计吗？
so that means that the suspect, the perpetrator, must still be inside the building. Isn't that right? All sorts of novels still have that, right?
大概可能性很小。
I think the probability of that is quite low. She still thinks I was serious. What an idiot.
不过正因为如此，事情才会变得诡异。
But from this point is where things start to get a little supernatural.
你听说过吗？法庭科学与技术鉴定研究所，我们学校的。
Have you heard that our school has this forensic sciences research lab?
当然了，那个研究所是隶属于我们学校的，对吧？
Right. That's our school owns this particular research lab, right? So this is where we get to the criminal police have their own detectives forensic sciences lab, but they often seek out the help from forensic doctors that are associated with the university.
孔晴的尸体当然是由本校的研究所负责尸检。刑法学大我一届的学长有朋友在那个研究所实习，从那个朋友那里听到了有关孔晴尸体奇怪的传言。
So Kong Qing's body was, of course, brought to our school's research lab, forensic research lab, to be examined. And Ling Xiao says she has a friend. I have a friend of my senior student, my senpai, he is the Japanese terminology, is doing an internship there at that forensic lab. And she has heard a really weird rumor about Kong Qing's body.
那是什么呢？真是越说越邪乎了。
So what is it? The more I hear, the more I think this sounds really evil or insidious.
尸体在被送到尸检科的时候，瞳孔已经完全浑浊了。你知道这意味着什么吧？
When the corpse arrived at the morgue to be examined, its pupils were already cloudy, blurry. Do you know what that means? Completely cloudy. So that means that the corpse had already entered the death phase, I guess. I don't know the proper medical terminology, even in English, to describe that. So that means that it's already...
就是说，那天清晨，两个保洁员工在仰头看见楼顶的孔晴时，他就已经是尸体状态了。
So what that means is, at dawn, when those two cleaners saw Kong Qing's body falling off the roof of the library, it was already a corpse.
已经死透了。
She was already dead. That's so scary. So all of these words is basically Duanmu saying, I'm really scared, but I'm not gonna let Ling Xiao know about that, because we learned from the last case that Duanmu is really scared of ghosts, but he doesn't want anyone to know that he's a really fraidy cat of ghosts, especially Ling Xiao, because Ling Xiao is like all into the supernatural and stuff. But Duanmu is like, I'm cool, I'm collected. His only emotion he's ever capable of displaying is smugness. So.
喂，
What?
你想像跟木头似的杵在那里到什么时候？会议早就已经结束了。
How long are you gonna sit there like a bump on a log? The meeting's already over.
好。
Oh. Okay.
我刚刚吓到你了？
Did I just scare you?
当然没有。
Of course no. Of course I'm not scared. See if I ever let Ling Xiao know that I was scared, that I was, that kind of a coward. She would never ever let me live it down. She'd be teasing me about it forever.
这件事唯一耐人寻味的地方在于，身为尸体的孔晴是没有办法自己跳楼的。
So when you talk about this case as and the facts as we know it, how is it possible that Kong Qing's dead deceased corpse could have jumped off the building by itself?
没什么奇怪的。西方有吸血鬼一说，东方有起尸鬼一说。尸体重新获得自我意识这件事本身并不算得上不可思议，让尸体死而复生的方法与动机才值得研究。
So she says there's absolutely nothing weird about this. The West has vampires. The East has, what do you call them? The Jiangshi, those like bouncy vampires, they call them. They dress like Qing Dynasty do and they jump like that. That's what she's talking about. Corpses coming back to life is just like, a thing that happens all the time. We got all sorts of legends and stories about it. We just need to take the time to carefully research it. It's really worthy of research. Yeah, she's definitely talking about stuff she knows about. She's touching her chin there, being like, yep, this all makes sense.
我如果用仪式这个词，可能更通俗易懂一些。比如，尸体在被黑猫跳过以后会复苏成为吸血鬼，又或者在施咒者念过毗陀罗咒以后，死者又获得了重新站立的力量之类。
So we can talk about some rituals here that often lead corpses to come back to life. Like, for example, apparently she says here, I don't know if this is well researched, but Ling Xiao says if a black cat crosses in front of a corpse, it'll turn into a vampire. Now, I don't know if that's been scientifically proven, but she also says that there are other kinds of curses and things that you can do to corpses to, give them energy and make them get up and do stuff. And Duanmu thinks we should probably stop talking about this because it's really stupid.
林大小姐，现代法庭也是讲究科学依据的，因为牛鬼神神或者魑魅魍魉作祟而导致的案件，人类怎么干涉得了呢？
Please, Miss Ling, the courts as they are today rely on proven science. You can't go talking about monsters and ghosts and spirits, and even if you did, how can mortals such as us, how could humans meddle in the affairs of such beings?
我倾慕于阴阳五行亦或方术之类，也是出于对真理的执着追求而已。宇宙生命皆为未知的领域，这与现代科学的定义并不相违。古人云上穷碧落下黄泉，就是如此。
She says she has great admiration for the yin-yang sciences and several other kinds of ancient Chinese divination and things that I don't totally understand, like wuxing. It's like 5 ways or something. It's not a tradition that I know about, but she's talking about all kinds of traditional Chinese metaphysical stuff, and says that modern science has its limitations. Sometimes we also have to listen to the ancients and look into these things, like in the top there's like the poor blue, and then it goes down into the yellow spring. Again, all of this is very colorful ancient Chinese imagery. Bottom line is she's kind of bonkers. Okay, so that's where Duanmu gives her the ... I really have no way of conceiving of what she's talking about. She took out her phone and showed it to me, and there's just not even a single speck of dust on it. Is she some kind of clean freak? On the screen, we see the following text. It's just a whole bunch of random letters, right? Wait. This looks like a riddle that I've seen before.
哎呀，这个不是这周英语协会留下的字谜吗？
Isn't this week's English riddle?
是啊，
English Club?
这周就快结束了，你难道不想搞清楚这个字谜的含义吗？
Yeah, this week's almost over. Don't tell me that you haven't figured out the hidden meaning of this riddle.
我完全都不想搞懂，反正会公布答案，你到时候不就知道了？
I really haven't thought about it. But they will post the answer to the riddle. So have you figured it out?
但你觉得我有可能会拒绝你的请求吗？
But do you think I will refuse your request? I took out my laptop, that's what that is, my laptop, and quickly typed out a few keys on it. As a modern gentleman, as a new era gentleman, I couldn't possibly refuse a request from a lady.
看起来这个谜面经过加密，不是吗？
It seems like this is some kind of password riddle, right?
明明之前出的都像是世界上最小的房间是什么这样浅显易懂的题目，不是吗？
It's a little bit different from last time's what is the smallest room in the world question, isn't it?
或许是因为这次出题人不同吧。
That's probably because the person who put out this riddle is different from the person who put out the mushroom riddle.
原来是这样。
Oh, okay. Ling Xiao touched her chin, looked at stuff.
对了，明天下午2点左右碰面怎么样？
Right. So how about we meet tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
什么怎么样？
What?
你明天有空吗？
Don't you have time tomorrow?
你刚刚似乎颠倒了说话的顺序吧？
Seems like you're changing around the way you're saying stuff. It's just a different way of asking the same question, right? She didn't wait for me to finish talking and just went ahead.
明天下午2点在学校广场集合，我们一起去张贴英语协会的招新海报。你作为协会的一份子，理所应当应该参加的吧？
Yeah, tomorrow in the school square, we're meeting with the English club to put together some recruitment posters. That's what it is. I want some new people in the English club. And since you are a member of the English club, you got to participate.
下午2点对吧？当然没问题，只不过
2 p.m. Yeah, no problem. But
只不过
这件事你应该早点告诉我才是。
But you should tell me about these things earlier.
一般像约定之类，提前1天说就够了吧？
If you're talking about, meeting like this, isn't 1 day in advance enough?
在缺乏社会常识的人都知道，应该提前1天开外约定日期，在日期来临的前1天，倒是应该再打个电话，最终确认一下。
In modern polite society, you gotta give more than 1 day's notice for these kind of things. And then 1 day before the event happens, you call them up and give them a reminder.
大概是因为我没有这样的常识吧。
Yeah, no, I don't have this kind of habit. Ling Xiao shook her head back and forth.
我记下了。那么明天见。
All right, I'll remember it. See you tomorrow. Ling Xiao got her backpack.
那么
got it from her
我先
seat.
走了，明天2点在音协活动室碰面吧。
All right, I'm going. I'll see you in the English room tomorrow.
那么祝你有一个美好的夜晚。
All right, well, I wish you a beautiful evening. Oh, look, it's my roommate. Yeah, that's what that's called. It's my roommate, Xiao Yi. That's his name. Xiao Yi came over laughing at me. He always seems like a pretty happy, vivacious character.
祝你有一个美好的夜晚。你是从哪个译制厂里来的？太好笑了。
I wish you a beautiful evening. From what book of phrases did you get that one? That's too funny.
我还以为和你相处了半年，你已经习惯了我的说话方式来着。Dot Boy。
I thought you would have already figured that one out. You've already gotten used to the way I speak, huh, Dope Boy? I have no idea what Dope Boy means.
Dot Boy。
Yeah, I'm with Dope Boy here. I'm with Xiao Yi. What the hell's Dope Boy?
Dot Boy， 那是我的新外号嘛。
So is that my new nickname? Looks like he likes it a lot.
但是我已经过了 boy 的年纪了。
But I'm already too old to be called a boy.
哦，我懂了，你是在说我的性质还像个 boy 吗？
So what you're saying is that my inner character, my inner child, still seems like a boy, huh? Ha!
那么，亲爱的 Dot Boy， 刚刚开会的时候你坐哪儿呢？
Oh, my dear Dote Boy. When we were just having this meeting right here, where were you sitting?
我就坐你左后方。瞧，
I was sitting way in the back there. Take a look. I looked back at where he was, and yeah, saw the place.
难怪一直都没有看到你。
No wonder I didn't see you.
你不是和你女朋友在一起吗？我肯定不能打扰你们，不是吗？
Weren't you sitting there talking to your girlfriend? How could I come and interrupt that?
女朋友？你是说凌霄？
My girlfriend? Are you talking about Ling Xiao?
还能是谁？
Who else could I have been talking about? Xiao Yi seems like he doesn't need to go anywhere. He just took his seat again, sat down in the chair, looked at me with big eyes.
就在扬子江倒流，我和凌霄都……
你和凌霄关系这么好，能托你帮我拜托凌霄介绍一下刑法学的美丽姑娘给我认识吗？
Duanmu started to explain his relationship with Ling Xiao, but was quickly interrupted by Xiao Yi asking, "Hey, you got such a good relationship with Ling Xiao there. Why don't you help me ask her to introduce me to some of those hotties over in the criminal law section, huh?" Yeah, everyone knows that's where you get all the pretty girls, is in criminal law. He didn't even let me finish.
哈哈，你的脑子里一天到晚都在想些什么呢？净说些没格调的话。
What is this you're always thinking of? What's on your mind all the time? This kind of stuff? Yeah.
美丽的姑娘可都是我的。
The pretty girls all belong to me anyway.
那你介绍点不漂亮的给我也可以，只要是母的就好。
So just give me some that isn't pretty. I mean, as long as they're female, that's all I want.
好啊，那我把刑法学的老师介绍给你。虽然他已经40多岁，但是在我心里是个美丽的人，满足你的要求。
Then how about I introduce you to my criminal law professor? Even though she's over 40, but I think she has a beautiful heart, and that ought to satisfy your conditions. Xiao Yi finished listening to this and started...
我要回去了，你呢？
Yeah, so everybody started filing out. So Duanmu asks, yeah, I gotta go back. How about you? Picked up my backpack there.
我当然是来找你一起回去的。
Of course I was coming to find you to go back together. Oops.
我俩还有事要做，记得吧？
Oh, the two of us have something to do together, do you remember?
当然记得，回寝室之后再说吧。
Of course I remember. Let's head back to the dorm and talk about it there. Ooh, I wonder what spicy thing they got going on. So we started heading back to the dorm with Xiao Yi. It's starting to get a little romantic here, huh? Let's speed through this part of the unvoiced text just takes me
学
so
校
long
真
to
该
read
在
and
这里
figure
修个
out.
路灯什么的。
不过月光也挺美的，不是吗？
Isn't the moonlight beautiful? He asks. This is taking an unexpected turn.
我认为学校不应该在这里修路灯。假如因此引得大量学生来这里，此等景致岂不是无法由我俩独享了？
I really think that the school shouldn't be putting up any lights around here. I guess that's the plan is for the school to put up some street lights or something around the lake, because that'll ruin the beautiful atmosphere here that students can come and enjoy.
是吧？无论从便捷性还是从美观性考虑，回宿舍的话，走这条路是最佳选择。
Yeah, but as far as everyone's particular proclivities to the beauty of nature are concerned, this is the best way to go back to the dormitories. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take this extremely romantic scene between two young college boys and put this on hold until the next broadcast. So we don't have a lot of viewership going on right now, and I don't want people to miss the best part. So I'm going to put in a save here. On this one. And then, let me see, I think I have another 40 minutes or so of stream time left, and I'll have to see who's behind me. I may start up a new game in a few minutes here, because I've been got a few in the backlog that I want to share with you guys, and yeah, I think now is a good time to at least test drive one or two. So I'm going to pause the stream here, and I'll be back in a few minutes.